Okay, here is our clutch side cover. Not too bad actually. Not too bad. Got a few scuff marks, like, well, just mainly this big one right here. We can get a good angle of it, like, I'm gonna try to get that smoothed out. But looks like still OEM paint, and it's not in really bad condition really. Like, this is just more signs that I'm seeing. When I took it off, I could tell this hasn't been off yet, really ever. So like, it's just more signs that this bike wasn't really beaten into abused, and don't got too many hours on it really. It's just dirty. You know, so next what we're going to do is basically sand the whole thing down, rough up that, you know, the surface, just so the paint is still good. So let's do it. So I did clean it up, scuff it up. Got the little marks that were up front here and here, got that smoothed out, except for this little tiny little nick right there. I did the best I could with that. The rest I just used a little fake Dremel tool with a little sander, whatever you want to call it, and just try to scuff it up as much as I can for better adhesion when painting. So now we're going to get the acetone, mask off the parts that need to be masked off. Here, and the whole back side pretty much. Oh no, that's nothing. And then skin painting. Then tomorrow with clear coat. It's the last piece that we may be painting. The triple tree, I just noticed. I keep finding stuff that may need to be done, but I don't know. I just want to get done. But we'll see. Let's get on to the next step though. See if we can smooth out that little nick right there, and maybe even smooth out the cast lines. See that line? I just saw some YouTubers do that before. Maybe not the back, it ain't that important, but maybe the front that you will see. Well, hold on, which way is this gonna go? Pretty sure that's the front. Yeah, that's probably the front. We'll see what we can do. My little joint getting a little too hot, but this side definitely smoothed out. No more nick right there. It's gone. It is gone. No more cast lines. Oh yeah, and this is just the cheap little, I'll put a link for them, little cheap little flat wheels off Amazon, $10 or something. I don't know how much I paid. It wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't much. Oh, we're gonna probably smooth out the end, that little nick, and there's some cast lines on the side, and might as well do the back too while we at it. Oh yeah. Here's the finished product. So you can see cast lines like gurn. They on shot. None on the side. That's nice and smooth. We had a little nick right there. As you can see. What chip? What nick? Come on, man. This thing gonna look better than factory. So the back side. No cast lines nowhere. About to get her cleaned up real quick. I'm letting my little fake Dremel tool cool down, because you'll burn out the brushes, especially the cheap ones. I've done it. At least 2 of them already. But we not gonna do that. So this one we gonna prep for paint. Wash it in the sink with dish soap real quick. Old dirt and whatever. Acetone it down, and then we're gonna have to tape everything off, and then painter. Let's do it. Cleaner cooked all the paint off. We got something for it. As you can see, it's already starting to flash rusty again already. So while we can test lines off, I did just that. I mean, you can still kind of see some. You know, that's not too bad. But yeah, as you can see, for the most part, it's super smooth. Cast lines on the side are gone. No cast lines. It just turns. See what we have here. I don't want these peanuts, bro. Somebody can have them peanuts. Bro, how many damn nuts is in there, folks? Got us a DRD, folks. DRD demonstration. Okay. Dubach Racing Development. Let me try to get a new sticker on it. A couple little dents right here, but nothing crazy. A little dent right there. Still probably going to start off with the stock pipe when we run it. And then clean this one up and try it later. Because we got all stock set up. But I did want an aftermarket pipe, and for $75, this ain't bad at all. So the rebuild begins. The put back together begins. I like to just print out these things. It just keeps me on track, keeps me focused. Make sure I don't miss any steps, and you just feel accomplished when you're knocking stuff off on the list. But step 1 is done. We got all the parts organized, as you can see. Still inside the apartment because it's too damn hot outside. Like, I would have never got this done if I would have did it in the garage, because even at night it's just unbearable. But the wheels over there, front wheel, rear wheel, exhaust stuff, handlebar control, some miscellaneous parts, gas tank stuff, seat stuff. Bike there. House is a mess, but you know, we got everything organized in different categories to where it needs to go. Some of the bolts I'm gonna have some trouble with because I didn't mark everything, so it's gonna be kind of annoying doing that. But for the most part, we got everything organized, so First steps to start a frame brace, skid plate, you know. We just gonna go down the list and knock everything off. Might not just record everything, because a lot of this stuff is just kind of remedial, and but I'll try to document as much as I can, and hopefully the next few days this bike is gonna be together. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna start from the bottom up, so to speak. The new drain plug is already in there, but I have a new drain plug washer to go along with it, as you can see. Honda OEM, of course. Here we got the frame brace and the bottom skid plate about to go on with that nice crispy bronze Rust-Oleum spray paint I got on there. Came out pretty good. Got the bolts going on, the new nuts. Well, not new nuts, but they look crispy and clean because ultrasonic cleaner took care of that. Everything here was torqued down to spec. Skid plate has new bolts. To be honest, I had trouble finding the OEM bolts that go on here. So we just went to my bolt kit that I have. I got a couple bolt kits actually. Found some that fit and put some little washers on there and good to go. Torquing them down. OEM spec. Always keep a manual handy. New oil screen going on. See it going on, but here we go. Good oil flow. New OEM gasket going on. I did put a little grease on it so it wouldn't stick when I'm removing it, if I need to remove it. Here goes the crispy, clean, like new clutch cover. That paint and clear coat turned out good. Rust-Oleum cast spray, silver, high heat. Works pretty damn good, say so myself. All these bolts are a lot of different sizes. I think they're like 4 different sizes. So I usually keep a piece of cardboard, as you can see here. Nice piece of cardboard to show where they go in, so no mix-ups. The thing that kind of surprises me with this part right here is in the OEM manual, there ain't no torque specs for the clutch cover side bolts. So when I did get them tight and snug, I just, went just kind of off from what I know. Not to over tighten them, but make sure they're good on there so we don't got no leaks later. When we do finally get the bike running again, we'll just make sure ain't no leaks or nothing. But I'm pretty confident I got them all snugged. And as you can see, I just kind of went in a diagonal pattern, just so we can get them all in there fast and real good. Here we go with the brake pedal and the bracket. Both painted nice and crispy with that Rust-Oleum bronze and that same, high heat cast aluminum color. Torqued to spec, of course. Got some old crispy, brand new OEM Honda parts, of course. This is the little rubber boot for the shift lever. For the kickstart lever. Gave a little trouble, so I had to put a little oil on there. I had a lubrication on that situation, but with a little, persuasion, we got it on there. So, as you can see, this kickstart lever was crispy and painted also. It looks good, ain't it? This bolt right here is also new. I didn't show me taking it out the pack, but it's new, trust me. OEM, of course. Got our freshly painted swing arm with our brand new OEM chain guide. About to get that on there. Brand new chain guide, hardware, everything. I got too much, and As you know, if you've ever taken out a swing arm bolt for an older bike, they get kind of seized up sometimes. So we gonna make sure we get some anti-seize on here. So we ain't gonna have no trouble if we wanna, maybe upgrade the swing arm later, the BBR or something, something cool like that later. But I ain't gonna have no trouble with it getting seized up. I tell you that. You gonna put a little extra, lubrication on all the swing arm hardware right here. I ain't got time for no season or nothing. You hear me? That was a swing arm insert. These are the swing arm bolts. More little spacers. Everything gonna get a little anti-seize on it. We ain't got time for no season up. None of that type of action. But time to get this new swing arm on here. I will tell you this wasn't a good idea to put the swing arm on when the bike was on the side, but I was just being lazy and didn't want to put it up on the stand. But it gave me a little struggle. Y'all gonna get the shorthand version of it, but it did put up a little fight. Mainly because the angle that it was at laying down like this. I won't do that again. You live and you learn, You guys can see part of the struggle right here. Not the complete struggle, but you see some of it. I was struggling with it a little bit right here. You're struggling with it. Getting all the bolts in here. Surprised I kind of just remember where the bolts go. Sometimes you forget to need the diagram, but I was able to get them on there without even looking at nothing this time. Got those torque to spec, of course. Now we got the brand new sprocket, not OEM, because I wanted to gear down a little bit for more torque for better wheelies, because this is a stunt bike. But as you can see, we did get the OEM clamp on there. Got some Loctite on there to make sure it ain't going nowhere. And this one also didn't have no torque specs, so I just kind of just tightened down. Torque specs are rowdy. That's what that is. Looks good on that though, ain't it? It's side cover, stator cover, side cover. I didn't buy the gasket with it. I didn't really see the point of the gasket, but maybe put it on later. But it does look good with that, that paint and that click hold on it. Look brand new, like it just came out the factory. Tell you that. Want some lubrication on this situation too. This is the, the shift lever, of course, with a brand new OEM rubber boot on it, but it's needed a little persuasion to get on too, because it gave a little fight, but I'm gonna win that fight every time. You see it. And just like that, it's on there. Now, just gotta get it on the bike. Nice bronze color, nice clear coat. Pretty good with that spray can, I'll tell you that. Pretty good with a spray can. This is a budget project that definitely went way over the budget, but powder coat definitely would have took us way, way, way out of budget, I tell you that. Even though I did mask this off, it did put up a little bit of a fight because it was a little paint that seeped in, but got on there, no problem. A new bolt and a new nut that goes on here. OEM, as you can see, crispy. You look good. Loctite on everything. We don't want nothing coming off. Losing none of these new crispy, not so cheap OEM parts, of course. Tighten it down nice and snug. Now we getting the bracket on here for the foot peg and for the kickstand. It's a trail bike, so it got a kickstand on it, of course, which is very convenient. I might put a kickstand on all my bikes, really. You need them, but yeah. Those bolts, thanks to the ultrasonic cleaner, look brand new. All the nuts and bolts we ran through the ultrasonic cleaner, they get them crispy, like new specs. Torque them down, like everything else, to OEM specs. So no problems in the future, not going nowhere.